Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna talk about my favorite albums of my favorite K-pop groups. Before we start the video, this is just my personal opinion, and I respect yours too if you disagree. Now let's get into the video. This album will always be one of the best albums that BTS ever released. The whole era of Love Yourself is literally iconic, and I really wished that I became an ARMY at this era. The production on the tracks are amazing and well done, and everybody got their moment of shining. My favorite tracks are Fake Love, The Truth Untold, Seesaw, Just Dance, Outro Her, Outro Tear, Singularity, Love Maze, 134,340, and Paradise.
Don't mess on my tempo. 들어봐 이건 충분히야. I said don't mess on my tempo. 그녀의 맘을 훔칠. I really can't explain how much I love this album. This album has no skips at all. The production is wonderful. They did a great performance as usual. Everyone got their moment of shining. And I feel like EXO right here is getting more mature and stronger in their sound. Especially since a lot of tracks have a swing between EDM style and disco style, which is a sound that really suits the group so damn well. My favorite tracks from the album are Tempo, Gravity, Sign, and Smile on My Face. Even though this album doesn't have too much tracks, but like they say, quality over quantity, the tracks are well produced and flavorful, and all the members did a wonderful job in terms of performance. I really loved Lisa singing on this record, and she really need to sing more, and Jisoo had a great amount of lines in the tracks, which is a thing that made me so much happy. You got me feeling like a This album is one of the best Red Velvet albums and their most solid and mature record ever. The songs have a lot of diversity, but it leads more into R&B, and this is what I like about it. All of the members slayed in this record, and the production is wonderful and flawless, and I highly recommend this album if you didn't listen to it. This is the album that turned me into a fan of NCT 127, and it will be forever my favorite album of them, and I really can't believe that this album is 1 year old. It really felt like it was released yesterday. The title track is literally amazing. The B-sides are also wonderful and beautifully produced. It has a mix of hype and calm, which is a thing I really liked. My favorite tracks are Kick It, Mad Dog, White Night, and Sit Down. Another album that I really liked, that turned me into being a part of the fandom of that group, that made the album. In this album Stray Kids was focusing more on making trap songs, and I'm glad they did, because it really suits them so well. The production on this thing is really rich and upbeat in a wonderful way, and I really hope Stray Kids stick with this type of songs more in the future. My favorite tracks are God's Menu, Easy, Airplane, and Phobia. I don't usually listen to 17 albums back to back, like I usually do with other idols, but I decided to do so. I didn't regret it at all. I feel like this album is one of my favorite records from 17. It has a lot of diversity through the tracks, and it's also a well-produced album. What caught my attention in this album is that most of the tracks are so relatable, and they speak about situation and feelings that teenagers feel, and these tracks are a source of comfort through it, which is one of the reasons I really stand 17, because a lot of their songs speaks to fans the most and tries to comfort them, which is really what made them a special group, and this album is really a proof of that. I really think this album deserved the hype of it, because it's really amazing. I liked the choice of the title track, which will be forever one of the best and most iconic ateez songs ever. The B-sides on this record are really amazing, because it has upbeat tracks that has EDM vibes with some acoustic songs that are calm, which gives the album more diversity and let ateez try new genres, which really fitted them so well. My favorite tracks are Mist, Wonderland, Win,
dazzling light and thank you. This Monsta X album is honestly one of my absolute favorites of them. The concept as a whole was really great, and I feel like the group itself got really mature through their sound, because we don't usually see this type of tracks in their other records, which is an improvement from the group. And also I noticed that most of the tracks talks about sex, which is a surprising thing for me, but I feel like they are trying to experiment new style through their music, which is a good thing, that a group is more open about these kind of topics. The production on this record is really solid and have a mix between badass vibe and dreamy vibe, and I feel like this record is a justice to Hyung Woon and Min Hyuk, since they are having more lines, which is one of the reasons I really like this album, and I really hope they continue giving them lines. But I feel like the Eternal one is the best one of them so far. When the album first dropped, I got really shocked, because I've never expected TXT to make a concept like this, but also I was happy at the same time, because I'm glad they are getting out of their rookie image at that time, and are trying to make their sound more mature, and also are branching out to other genres, and I appreciate that so much. I really liked how most of the tracks except for Drama have that dark and calm sound like Eternally and Fairy of Shampoo and Maze in the Mirror, which is different from TXT's usual releases, and I really liked how Eternally have mood swings from being a calm song into a very aggressive song and goes back to being calm, yet it still sounded amazing and wonderful.
Please settle one to scream. Double R's.
While I was making this video, it was really hard for me to choose which is the best Dreamcather album, because their discography is literally amazing, and it's hard to choose which album is the best of them, but this is the closest thing for the moment. Dreamcather really challenged themselves through this album, because they tried a lot of sounds, yet they still keep up with the rock vibe in most of the tracks. A lot of tracks felt like it was an opening intro for an anime, like Tension and Full Moon, and some tracks felt like I'm sitting at a bar chilling and relaxing, like Jazz Bar and Daybreak, and some tracks felt like I need to shake my entire body from how hardcore they are, like Scream and In the Frozen. What I also liked about this is that some tracks have the style of production that we usually see in most of girl groups' songs, yet Dreamcather still put their touch on it, which make it so special and amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and comment down below what is your favorite albums by your favorite K-pop group. See you next time, guys.